Hi, it's Peter with Mobb Guppy, where the guppy is the mob. It's time for a Fishroom tutorial. Yeah, we're going to be going over some of the great things in the fish hobby on this tutorial, but I want to talk to you a little bit about Aquabid. Have you participated in Aquabid? You probably have been to the site, but maybe you haven't purchased from this website, from some of the great sellers. Also, how to look at that you're getting a great fish. So we're going to go through the process here. Okay, so here is the front page to Aquabid. And as you see, there's a lot of stuff to do, but if you've not registered for an account, this is how you do it. You go to the register right at the top there, and then you read the disclaimer, you press I accept, and then there you are. You set up your username, your email address, physical address, wherever you are in the world, and you register, and they email you a password. Okay, so let's take a look at a category. Now, this category is guppies. I know it's the Mobb Guppy channel. Why would I ever consider looking at guppies? But let's do this. And we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be looking internationally. And how do you ship fish in internationally? Here's a couple of things to know. Number one, when you order from an international shipper, they just don't ship it the next day, or the next Monday, like if you purchased fish from a breeder in the United States or inside Canada or inside the European Union. They ship them once or twice a month to a transshipper. And the shipping price may not necessarily be that ridiculous. For instance, I was going through one where they were just charging $5 per fish, but it was a massive shipment of fish to the transshipper. But first, let's take a look at the guppy, at least one guppy I chose, because I kind of like it. And it goes through the name of the breeder, as you can see. It has the bid price. It has all sorts of stuff going on, information about the fish, etc. But let's look at that transshipper. All right, here's a list of transshippers. And they're from basically each coast. Or if you're in the European Union or Mexico or Asia or Australia, there's the list of transshippers. Before you order your fish, contact the transshipper that's closest to you. So I'm in Little Rock, and quite frankly, none of them are that close to me. But I would probably pick Miami, because Miami is warmer. So I call and reach out to Jesse, the transshipper in Miami. Send an email off to Jesse, and maybe a phone call as well to find out about this particular breeder and dealer of these fish and when those shipments come in. Okay, you've contacted your transshipper. Now make the order for the fish. Some fish have, like here, it has a buy it now price. $25 plus shipping. Or you can bid. And I sometimes like to see if I can get a better deal. Other times, I like the fish so much, I'll just buy it at the buy it now price. I already know what the shipping is to the United States from the transshipper. I already know, and I've asked the transshipper, Jesse, how much the cost would be to ship it from his location to my location overnight. I also can ask the transshipper a couple of things. Number one, do you unbag the fish? Do you acclimate the fish before shipping them off to me? Or do you just ship it the next, that day or the next day to me without rebagging the fish? And just depending on what you're getting, you may like the idea of a rebagging, you may not, but it's the fish are under a tremendous amount of stress. So that's what, that's the thing to quiz. Okay, So the fish arrive, and you pick with Jesse, the transshipper. You say, well, I want it next day air. You set it up. It gets shipped out on a Monday. You get it on a Tuesday. You get it into the aquarium and quarantine, etc. And hopefully everything goes well and everything survives. It's amazing how many great fish, of course, are developed, especially for guppies and bettas, are developed in Asia. Don't ask me why. But the Asian cultures, for the most part, seem to be water cultures, where they love the water, whether it be Thailand or the Philippines or Japan or even China, Korea. These cultures absolutely cherish ornamental tropical fish, and they love breeding the fish and developing the lines. So when you go and you find that uniquely colored and uniquely with unique traits that you're seeking, the Asian shipper ships it over, it comes to you, and then you go from there. Now, I have not had a bad experience with Aquabid. My Aquabid experiences have been strong, but you'll want to look for reviews on the people that you're purchasing from. You'll want to go and do some look at the transshippers. Make sure that they're liked. If you know someone with your fish club who has shipped in fish from Europe or Asia or Latin America for that matter, quiz them on the process of the transshipper they have used. If they've used several transshippers, that's going in. Now, I'm in Little Rock. There's no transshipper in Little Rock, but there is in Dallas. And the one thing, if you live close, like Dallas is just a 4-hour drive from where I am. And when you get past that 4-hour drive, you can go down. And if the transshipper allows you, you can pick up the fish directly from the transhipper. Some will allow this, some won't. But I would ask the transshipper if you have one that's close. There's a couple of transshippers in Minneapolis. There's obviously the one in Denver, Miami, Fresno. There are transshippers all over the place. And the fish that I'm looking at here, the transhipper, he only uses 3 in the United States, or she only uses 3 in the United States. So I hope that's helpful. And if you've not been to Aquabid before, may I suggest that you enjoy this website. You can see many fish that you just never see at your local fish store. Heaven knows you'll never see them at like PetSmart or Petco. So the idea here is you're able to see amazing fish, and you're going to be able to go out and make decisions for your fish room. So again, I really appreciate you watching another video from Mobb Guppy, where the guppy is the mob. And if you've not rung that bell, if you've not subscribed, you need to do so right now. Ring that bell, like this video, dislike this video, tell me what you think of shipping fish. What are your experiences with Aquabid? I really want to know. And we look forward to seeing you Wednesday for our next edition right here on the Mobb Guppy channel, where the guppy is the mob.